Well, hello to all my timeless beauties. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So in today's video, I wanted to try out this viral sensation. Apparently it's viral on the old TikTok, just like the Snappy Chat. I don't think it's for me. I think I'm a bit too old. However, it is also from the TikTok, has gone over onto the YouTube, which I do watch. And I saw Robert Welsh reviewing this and saying that it was great, and I went, oh, I want to try me something. Now, what is it, you say? It is the KRYOLAN Fixing Spray. So KRYOLAN is an amazing makeup brand if you've never come across them before. They do a lot of makeup for TV, for film, products I'm talking about, for special effects, for Halloween makeup, really high quality makeup artistry products. And I have very much enjoyed a lot of their products. So I was very excited when I saw they had this fixing spray. Now I was specifically looking at this because I'm getting married next year, and I'm getting married in an outdoor wedding, and who knows what the weather's going to be, but it could be a hot day. And I was curious to try this, to test it, to see if it's something that I will use on my wedding day. So what is this? It's described online as a fixing spray which creates an invisible protective film which prolongs the life of the makeup and its effects. When evenly applied and allowed to dry, your protected makeup look is smudge-proof, rub-proof and bulletproof. Your look will withstand harsh conditions and exposure to the craziest of elements. It'll make your makeup water-resistant to cold water and delays deterioration of makeup on the skin due to perspiration. Okay, it is an aerosol, and it does feel like you're spraying hairspray on your face, so there is that. It also says on it, it contains alcohol, should not be applied near eyes or the mucous membranes, and it is flammable, as aerosols are. So I tried this yesterday, and I will put in lots of footage, lots of photos of my day. So I went to the chiropractor, had a mask on, face down on the chiropractic table, lots of cracks and face smushing occurred. I also went on a very long walk in some crazy Melbourne weather. It was super windy, it rained a little bit. I was also wearing a mask during that time as well. And I also ate all my meals, as you do during the day, including Mexican for dinner. So I gave it a good trial. I also wore all cream products. So I wore Dermacol foundation, which is my heaviest foundation that I have, and it's quite creamy and it does transfer. I didn't set anything with powders. I used cream eyeshadows. I used all not waterproof products because I wanted to see whether this would make them waterproof. Okay, now saying that, I didn't jump in water or anything. Just went about my normal day that I was doing on that day. Now, this is the bit which is interesting because I've watched back the footage. This all happened yesterday. I thought it looked great and I thought it was holding up really well. That was me just looking into my camera screen. Looking back at the footage, I don't think it actually did. And I'll let you be the judge of that. So I'll let you watch the footage and all the photos. I actually think it wore just like any other day of makeup. Now, I'm not convinced about setting sprays. I will use sprays to hydrate my skin and to make everything look a bit more glowy and, you know, not as powdery if I've used powders or if I'm feeling quite dry. But generally speaking, I don't think that setting sprays do all that much, and the ones that might are usually because they have a high alcohol content, which is actually drying your skin out, and that's why it's staying on. Now, this didn't feel drying. I didn't feel it, I don't think. And it describes itself as invisible protective film. Yeah, it didn't feel like anything on the face. It certainly smelled like hairspray going on, but once that went, it didn't feel like anything. Looking at it, I'm just not sure that it did anything. And this isn't cheap. In Australia, this is $119 for this tin. I'm not sure why this is so expensive. And I'm not sure if that's the case in other countries or that's just an Australian thing. But it's $119 and it doesn't even feel like there's much in there when I shake it, and I've barely used it. So I will not buy this product again, but I will go through, put in all the footage of my day so you can see how it looks and how it looks at the end of the day, and I'll let you all be the judge. But that are my thoughts. Okay, so I've put my makeup on and I've used all cream products, and I've used products that aren't waterproof, and I've used Dermacol foundation which is my highest coverage foundation, which also does transfer. So I thought we'll give it a good test. So if I was just to, grab a tissue and do that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see, but it's definitely coming off on the tissue. So I'm going to pat it back into place. So I'm going to spray, give it a good shake, be in a well ventilated room with the windows open, because it's literally like spraying hairspray on your face. All right. Whew. And then one more. I'm going to do my chest as well, just because I have brought some coverage down my neck. Okay. So this is how we're looking, which, is no different. And I'm about to go to a chiropractor appointment, and I will be wearing my mask there, and I'll be face down in the chiropractic table, and then I will check in after that and see how it's holding up. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so this is how we're looking after being the chiropractor. So lots of head down, mask on, face smushing situation. It's looking okay. When I look at the mask, it has worn off a teeny tiny little bit. Can you see that? Just there on where the nose would have been. But besides that, it's looking clean. Looking at my face, I feel like the eyes might have smudged a little bit. Not too bad. Face is looking okay. Everything looks pretty good. Yeah, most of the time, if I do go to the chiro, it's pretty much a complete disaster. My face. Come out. So yeah, pretty happy with it. Okay, so just back from a probably 2-hour walk playground play with my daughter and my dog, and this is how we're looking. It's crazy windy out there, and I was wearing a mask. It was a bit of a debacle actually. There was just hair going everywhere, rubbish going everywhere. It was very windy out there, but this is how we're looking. It's worn off a little bit on my nose, but I think I was blowing my nose a lot because I have terrible allergies in spring, and yeah, my nose is running like a tap. It's definitely worn off a bit there. Eyes definitely look a little bit more worn than before, but it's hanging on in there pretty well. You can still see the blush, you can still see the highlighter. This foundation is still there, looking glowy. So I think overall it's looking pretty good for a very wild and woolly afternoon. Had a look at the mask. I put up a photo, and it was a fresh mask, and it was absolutely spotless. Not a bit of makeup on it whatsoever. So that's a good indication of wear. Okay, I'll see you all at the end of the day. Okay, so this is my final check-in. I've eaten Mexican for dinner. It's 12 hours later from when I first applied makeup and spray. And I think we're looking okay. Still coverage there, blush is still there, highlighter's still there, eyes are still just hanging in there. And, it's a pretty crazy day as far as potential for makeup meltdowns, i.e. chiropractor, walk in crazy weather, outdoors for a couple of hours, wearing masks at all those things, and then having Mexican for dinner, which is usually pretty messy. I think it's looking okay. Okay, I'll pop up a couple of photos so we can compare the different times of the day. Okay. much now that you've seen all of that. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. If this is a product that you would be interested in, or whether, like me, you could just let it go. So that's it for today's video. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.